This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Unette Gentry. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Welcome to KPVM-TV and Ace Country Radio's News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unette Gentry. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, a bicyclist was transported to the hospital today after colliding with a vehicle in Pahrump. One person was transported this afternoon as a result of a vehicle versus pedestrian accident on Highway 160 near Yellowhand. According to Nye County Sheriff's Office dispatch, the person was on a bicycle when they were struck by a vehicle. The victim was complaining of shoulder pain and had several abrasions. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue Ambulance transported them to Desert View Hospital. Nevada Highway Patrol has been called to the scene to conduct the accident investigation.
And the Board of County Commissioners received a bid from a construction agency regarding building Pahrump Valley Fire and Station Rescue Number 2. And that bid and the other came in more than allocated.
On the table was a bid from Top Rank Builders in the amount of $679,069 and from B&H Construction in the amount of $977,898. There was discussion on some portions of the project being completed in-house with the help of Public Works to help cut costs. Public Works, acting as the primary contractor, would save money as they would not be required to be paid prevailing wage. Public Works would complete the parts of the project they are qualified to do, and subcontract work needed to be completed by licensed contractors such as mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. The steel building being used for the project has already been purchased and needs to be erected. Separate bid packages were accepted for different parts of the project to avoid markups from a general contractor. Options for the commissioners was to approve, amend, or reject either of the contracts, fund the project from the Town of Pahrump fire impact fees, or reject both bids as they were 2 to 3 times greater than the allocated project budget amount of $385,500. In the end, the board voted to reject the bids and instructed staff, building and grounds, to move forward with their plans.
Well, it's a Christmas tradition here in Pahrump, and today Albertson's grocery store donated more than 100 turkey dinners to families here in our community. They donated the meals to several different agencies for distribution, including KPVM-TV. Missy Kohler has more.
We're at Albertson's, where they have a program called Turkey Bucks. Shoppers have been donating over the past several weeks to ensure that lots of families in the Pahrump area receive holiday meals. Today we picked up 20 of those holiday meals that we'll be distributing. Thanks so much to Albertson's. Quality Signs and Designs, I Do Photography, Ace Country Radio, and KPVM will be contacting these families that you nominated and being sure that they receive their holiday meal.
We have raised 130 meals for Christmas. So we are donating the 130 meals throughout the community. It's just amazing what we've done for Christmas. Thanksgiving, we did 81. So altogether, for Christmas and Thanksgiving, 211 meals for the community. The customers come in and they can donate any kind of denomination towards the Turkey Bucks. And then it all goes to one bucket, and at the end, we round it all up and do the dinners. So we have our whole turkeys. We have mashed potatoes, gravy, stuffing, rolls, and cranberry sauce.
Thanks so much to Tesh, the store manager here at Albertson's. They were able to provide over 200 holiday meals since Thanksgiving for Pahrump area families. Again, thanks to Turkey Bucks and your donations. And thank you so much to Albertson's for all your support this holiday season.
And thanks to you, Missy.
Yes. And that was so much fun today, giving out those turkeys. Thanks to all the people who nominated other people. We're still finishing up just the last couple ones that we're giving out here at KPVM. And of course, thanks to Julie Hargis, she donated a special turkey dinner to a local veteran.
Excellent. And stay tuned. We'll have your COVID updates when KPVM News returns.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest-reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, Nike stock is up, Tesla is down, and Shell warns of trouble ahead due to lower demand for oil. Angela Miles reports.
happier news. Some Tesla investors decided to drive away from the money that they've already made in the stock. On Monday, it marked the first day of trading for Tesla as a member of the S&P 500, and shares fell. Still, Tesla is up nearly 700% this year, making the sell-off a small dent. Trouble at the gas pump. Royal Dutch Shell is warning investors the company's oil and gas assets may fall as much as $22 billion when all is said and done. Shell executives blame the weaker demand for oil due to travel restrictions during the pandemic. And investors race to buy shares of Nike. That stock reached a new record high on Monday. The athletic shoe and clothing company reported revenue that bounced well above expectations. The sneaker maker also raised its financial forecast for 2021. Nike's online business is doing especially well.
Thanks, Angela. Well, we want to remind everybody that there is no drive-up COVID testing at Serenity Mental Health here in Pahrump until January 4th. Of course, locally, you can still get tested at CVS Pharmacy. You can sign up for an appointment online on their website. There's also, of course, testing in Las Vegas at various locations, including Walmart. You can find out more about testing locations by going to nyecounty.net. You can also go to Nevada Health Response's website. There have been 2 confirmed new deaths related to COVID-19 reported, both residents of Pahrump since yesterday. There are 7 new COVID-19 positive cases reported and confirmed, with all 7 here in Pahrump. Overall, there has been 1,865 confirmed cases of COVID-19 positives countywide since the first reported case in March.
And a popular group of performers here in town spent their time Saturday morning participating in a national program.
Over the weekend, the Nevada Silver Tappers placed wreaths on approximately 240 veteran sites inside the Chief DeCopa Cemetery on East Street here in Pahrump. This was a community event which coincided with the National Wreaths Across America annual event. The Nevada Silver Tappers also say that several veterans assisted in their project. The National Wreaths Across America Day, held in December, has a mission to remember, honor, and teach. This is carried out by coordinating wreath-laying ceremonies at Arlington National Cemetery, as well as at more than 2,100 additional locations in all 50 U.S. states at sea and abroad. Wreaths Across America says that they understand that we honor our heroes on Veterans Day and Memorial Day, but our service members sacrifice their time and safety every single day of the year to preserve our freedoms here in the United States. In many homes, there is an empty seat for one who is serving or one who made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. They say that there is no better time to express our appreciation than during the hustle and bustle of the holiday season. To find out more, you can go to National Wreaths Across America Day on the web. Well, the Fame Awards that were held in Pahrump on December 5th brought a lot of talent into our town. Musician Mandy Lyon was the recipient of an award for career achievement. News 25 caught up with him on the red carpet to find out more about his career.
Well, I started really early. I started when I was 11 years old. When I was 16, I moved to LA. Then I got discovered by Don and David Arden, which is Sharon Osbourne's father and brother. Then I put the first band together called World War III. That was with the drummer from Black Sabbath, the bass player from Rainbow, and the guitar player from Ozzy Osbourne. And it's been going, from there. I mean, played with just about everybody. I'm like the Kevin Bacon of metal, everybody has played with me in some kind of a way. I'm coming out with new music in January. It's a little bit of a comeback thing, so I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I mean, I have a couple of things coming out. I have a book coming out, a comic book coming out.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had a bit of a messed up childhood, so we're going to talk about that. The comic book is for people that want to read the book but are too lazy. So they're going to be able to read the comic book, and yeah, it's about overcoming. It's like when you have a really messed up childhood, you can either become a serial killer, which I was really close.
Oh, no.
But I stopped murdering people about 10 years ago.
Oh, right.
If once you read what I went through, if I can do it, anybody can. Anybody can make something. And I was raised in a cellar as a kid, you know, kind of like an animal, you know.
Wow.
And the only time I'd see my father was when he would come down the stairs to beat the crap out of me. You know, murdered my pets in front of me, held my eyes open to make sure that I got to see how they died, you know, and yeah, so it's messed up. Yeah. And you can look me up, Mandy Line, just Google Mandy Line and stuff is going to pop up.
All right, if you're looking for organic goodies to give out for Christmas, we'll tell you where you and your green thumb can go. All that and more when News 25 returns.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by Canyon Ridge Periodontics. Give them a call at 702-966-0302.
Welcome back. Well, unless you're licensed, you can't grow it yourself, but a cannabis cultivation business based in Pahrump is seeing tremendous growth and increased demand for its products. Green Life Productions produces a number of organic marijuana products and distributes them to about 30 dispensaries, mostly in Las Vegas. The husband and wife team of Stephen Cantwell and Kuanan Villa oversee those operations.
Together we kind of run the ship here. She runs the front of the house, sales, operations, compliance. I run the back of the house primarily, just growing, branding, things like that. We're primarily a flower brand, so we focus on just putting the best flower we can in a jar, and that's our strength. We do Baby J's, so we actually have this cool little product. It's a little kind of like an Altoids tin, but instead of having large pre-rolls or joints, we have little mini ones.
Yeah.
So it's kind of perfect for COVID because you don't have to share them. So, early on, I just looked to just basic science as far as just farming and growing plants in general, and just applied that to the cannabis plant. I met with Mike Floyd, pitched him my organic plan, and he had this empty building, and we just kind of it just kind of grew organically. He reached out to some local contractors. They built the building. Reached out to some consultants to make the soil for us. Yeah, the rest is kind of history. Here we are 6 years later.
The product is some of the best I feel in Nevada, if not the world. Truly, the no-till and the organic to it is the next level. You can taste it in it. You can taste the smoothness in our product. So the different way he's growing here compared to other people using synthetics makes a huge difference.
We're kind of in a class of our own for the most part. We're organic. We grow top shelf flower. We're kind of the pioneers of it. So we're really, my goal is to take it 100 cycles. Right now we're 23 into it. That's virtually undisturbed with light amending, no mixing, no heavy re-amending. No dumping or throwing out. And yeah, I mean, we're kind of the model right now that everybody's looking to. I mean, I feel like if we can hit 100 cycles, there's no reason for every other grow facility, farm, everything to kind of switch over to this style of growing.
Green Life Productions hopes to expand capacity with the addition of a new grow house early next year, and an expansion can't come soon enough as demand for their products continues to outpace supply.
I have about 20 dispensaries on hold that are waiting to get their hands on some GLP, but we stick to the servicing the original ones that supported us in the medical days and early on, and we just keep supporting those dispensaries.
The marijuana business as a whole is seeing tremendous growth, and Stephen says he expects that growth to continue, especially if marijuana is legalized at the federal level.
I definitely see it by the next presidential election. I see it being a big topic that is going to be, in some form, it'll be legalized federally or decriminalized to some degree. It's exciting times for sure.
Thanks so much for speaking with us. Well, in an unrelated story, could smoking or vaping be adding to the spread of COVID-19? Recent research aims to uncover whether there's a relationship between cigarettes, e-cigarettes, and coronavirus, particularly in teenagers and young adults. Cleveland Clinic's Dr. Fariba Razai says when people vape, the act itself can spread the virus.
These patients put their hands to their mouth and then they might not wear the mask at the same time, or they can't. The other problem is that, especially with the teenagers, they share these products with each other. So that's another risk factor.
Researchers surveyed more than 4,000 teens and young adults. They looked for an association between COVID-19 and the use of traditional cigarettes and e-cigarettes. Results show coronavirus was 7 times more likely among young people who smoked both types of cigarettes. Additionally, COVID-19 was 5 times more likely in young people who only used e-cigarettes. Dr. Rizai warns any type of cigarette use can damage the lungs to the point where people may face a difficult illness and recovery.
You have to be aware that with using the cigarette or e-cigarette, you even put yourself more at risk of more severe disease.
Complete results can be found in the Journal of Adolescent Health.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Hi, it's John Kohler on location at Albertson's on Highway 160. It's Tuesday just before Christmas. I'm wearing my Perry Como sweater, kind of, and all excited. You know what we got to do this morning is pick up 20 meals from Albertson's. And KPVM, Ace Country Radio, Quality Signs and Design, and ID Photography are all got together. We've identified 20 folks that could use some help, and Albertsons provided the meals. Amazing. And this is only like 10% of what they've done between Thanksgiving and Christmas. These guys gave away 211 meals to families that were in need, and so we thank them very much for that. It's a beautiful day out here in the parking lot, sunshine, clear skies, fresh air. What could be better? We're going to be telling you all about the weather and everything we can expect this holiday weekend when we return.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. I'm wearing this awesome ensemble tonight in honor of my mother who loves a Perry Como special. So there you go, Mom. Hey, up in Fernley, look at 45 degrees. Look at 45 degrees, man! You guys, 17 for a low tonight. In Fernley, Fallon, 47 degrees, 12 for a low tonight. Carson City, you saw 49 for a high today. Sneaking on the way all the way down to 17 degrees tonight. In Tonopah, let's give it a little Tonopah tickle, shall we? Yee, tickle, tickle, tickle. All right, there it is. 45 degrees for a high, 12 for a low. In Goldfield, 49 degrees, 13 for a low tonight. In Beatty, you're all the way up to 62. Precocious, look at you, 30 for a low tonight. Amargosa, you're seeing as much as 66 degrees, and that's feeling pretty good this close to Christmas, man. Tell you what, 31 for a low tonight. In Las Vegas, 69. 38 for a low tonight. In Death Valley, 76 for a high. 43 for a low here in the Paradise Pahrump. Let's take a look. 58 degrees, our current temperature. Nice. 65 was as good as it got today, and that was not too bad other than the wind. Northwesterly winds to 15 miles per hour, and that was a little, I'm not a fan. 19% humidity. We'll see that increasing as we head towards the evening and the morning hours with sunrise this morning at 6:52 a.m. Set this evening at 4:33 p.m. Hey, we picked a minute up. Yeah, we're back. It's winter. We're gaining ground on the sunshine. This is good. A low tonight of 65 degrees. Northeasterly winds to 7 miles per hour, and the humidity at 22%. So it'll be warming up towards morning, and that's kind of fun. Let's check out the rest of the week as we head on into Christmas, sliding on into there. Oh, Santa Claus, you got some clouds to contend with this next 3-4 days as you journey around the world, rewarding all the good children of the world. Yes, highs reliably in the high 50s and low 60s. Lows at night, 29 all the way up to 40 on Friday. Won't that be a nice Christmas day for a low temperature? Yes, we got some beautiful, we'll have some beautiful sunrises, beautiful sunsets, and a wonderful Christmas to look forward to. Hope you're planning yours, got it all in the can. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready. It's back to the desk. Here's Unette and Deanna.
Thanks so much, John. And so I love his shirt, by the way.
Yes.
We do want to let everybody know that there is going to be a COVID-19 Remembrance, which is going to be happening from the 24th to the 26th at Petrick Park, and that is for people that we've lost here in Pahrump and Nye County. There will be luminary bags and empty chairs there. This is a remembrance. There's no specific time or anything. If you have somebody that you've lost, of course, feel free to stop on by the park, or if you would like to just see the display itself, It's going to be there from the 24th to the 26th at Petrick Park on the corner of Basin and Highway 160.
Yes, and our thoughts and prayers to everyone who has lost loved ones. Please stay healthy and safe out there.
That's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unat Gentry. From all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next newscast.
Good night.
Good night.